It's been nearly 3 years with my E63 W212, and I still feel that this car is definitely a keeper. It fits the ideas of young timer or young classic perfectly, because it's something you cannot buy anymore from Mercedes, and it's a lot of fun. Every drive feels like a special occasion. It has such a fast revving V8 in a car that still looks pretty sharp, and they didn't make too many of them. With that established, let's review what I've been up to with the E63 over the past few months. Let's start with a simple but effective mod that you've been hearing. One thing I always wanted to do is enhance the exhaust sound just a little, while keeping it as original as possible. So the most common mod is to delete the resonator box with 2 straight pipes. This option sounds nice at full throttle, however for me, it doesn't make sense to have the 2 banks completely separated, and the idle sounds weird with this mod giving kind of a blowing sound. So I thought, since the factory resonator actually has a small 1-inch H-pipe inside, it would be a good idea to keep the 2 banks together with a nice H-pipe. So that's exactly what I had done. Basically copying a CLK Black Series, which has a 2-inch H-pipe. The result is just the stock tone made louder, which is exactly what I wanted. It really adds to the mid and upper rev range. Plus, the warm idle is nice and quiet too, basically like stock. Shout out to Matt from Evo Performance in Maple Ridge, BC for doing a great job making exactly what I wanted. I just left these small units in, they're actually resonators and not secondary cats on the E63 212. So I think the balance is really nice. Luckily, AMG already has the best mufflers in the game. Aftermarket companies just can't beat these. Anyways, I've just been really enjoying this sound. The car is at almost 95,000 kilometers or just over 58,500 miles. And it turned 15 years old back in February. There were a few jobs to do over the past few months, and I started with noticing this auxiliary battery malfunction warning. So I went under the dashboard to retrieve the battery. It's tucked up on the left side of the dashboard in a little bracket, and I just replaced it. Next, I changed the cabin air filter from under the dash on the other side. Another quick and easy job. From my regular inspection underneath, I noticed that one of the sway bar links had a torn boot and grease coming out. So I went ahead and replaced both of them. These are easy to replace as long as you keep the joint from turning with a hex bit. The old joints felt a bit loose compared to the new ones. I also replaced these top 2 engine pulleys because they were worn out and making quite a bit of noise. I also changed the engine oil because it was time for an annual service. A quick thing to mention is that I see a lot of advice online that says the oil cooler should be drained when you do the oil change to get that little extra bit of oil out of the system. But I personally think this isn't worth doing. Here's why. When you drain the oil cooler, you replace all of the oil in the cooler line with air. When you go to drive the car, the oil thermostat won't open up until the oil is about up to temperature, and when it opens, it will suck all the air through the engine, and air bubbles in your oil are not good at all for lubrication. Especially as we waited to go full throttle until the oil was up to temperature and that thermostat opened. The intention is good, but with the cooler, you may end up just doing more harm than good, because you'll have to bleed the air out by driving the car, and this actually may take a while. An extremely informative new series from Motor & Zimmer, along with Bernd Ramler, who was responsible for the M156 development, says exactly this. Leave the cooler alone, and just add an extra oil change if you're concerned about having super clean oil. It's in German, but a great source of information.
Jetzt lassen wir das Öl einmal ab. Natürlich nicht den Ölkühler, ne?
With that out of the way, there was one last thing to diagnose, which was an intermittent rattling sound when decelerating and gearing down when the car was hot. You can hear it inside the cabin, but not from the outside. Through an extensive inspection of the drive shaft, the center bearing, the differential, I couldn't find much. But then I found a smoking gun, which was wear marks on the exhaust just above the cross member. And then it added up perfectly. When the exhaust is fully warm and completely expanded from hard driving, it moves downwards as the rubber hangers move backwards. Plus, I recently replaced the engine and transmission mounts, which raise up the engine, but the original exhaust hangers at the back were actually looking a bit tired. So I went ahead and replaced the two hangers just ahead of the rear axle with new ones, and also changed the hangers at the very back holding the mufflers. So now the exhaust sits a little bit higher in this midsection. And so far I'm not able to replicate this noise, so I'm going to say for now, problem solved. This was all a few months ago, before I did the resonator delete, and since then it's been perfect with the new hangers. While I was here, I also went ahead and replaced the differential oil, as it has not been done yet and the car has 58,000 miles. So with some servicing done, the car is ready for a good year of driving ahead. Since the car turned 15 years old, it is now eligible for collector plates in British Columbia. Normally you have to wait 25 years for collectors, but if the car is low enough production, less than 1,500 made in that year, it only needs to be 15 years old. All you need is a letter from the manufacturer, and Mercedes Canada got back to me that there were only 625 2011 E63s, so not nearly as many made as in 2010, and also the early cars, the 2009s, sold outside of North America. So that's great as well for how I use the car. Anyways, that's it for this update video. Thanks for watching. If you want to support the channel, take a look at my store. Link is in the description. If you want to see more Mercedes and AMG content, subscribe for more videos like this one.